40 years ago, in this exact tournament, in this exact country, Diego Maradona punched the ball into the net with his hand. England were eliminated. Argentina went on to win the World Cup. And one of the greatest sporting rivalries in history was born. On Wednesday morning, Australian time, England and Argentina meet again in a World Cup semi-final in Atlanta, and every single Australian football fan needs to be awake for this one. Because this is not just a football match. This is 60 years of English hurt. This is Messi's last chance at back-to-back World Cup titles. This is Jude Bellingham against the greatest player who has ever lived. And this is the match that the entire football world has been waiting for. Let me tell you everything you need to know. First, what happened last night that got us here? England versus Norway in Miami was an absolute thriller. Andreas Schjelderup gave Norway the lead with a brilliant strike midway through the first half. The Miami crowd was stunned. England were behind. Again. Then Jude Bellingham happened, just before half-time. Bellingham found space inside the Norwegian defence, sliced a perfectly weighted finish past the goalkeeper, and restored parity. 1-1 at half-time, 90 minutes, no more goals, extra time. Haaland, who had been largely contained throughout by England's defensive discipline, could not find the decisive moment. And then Bellingham struck again, extra time. A second brilliant finish, 2-1, full time, 2 goals in 1 match. On the biggest stage, in the heat and humidity of South Florida. Jude Bellingham is 23 years old and is playing the football of his life. Haaland finishes this tournament with 7 goals. Extraordinary numbers. But tonight, Bellingham was simply better. Argentina versus Switzerland in Kansas City was an equally dramatic affair. Alexis Allister put Argentina ahead in the 10th minute with a Messi assist, but Switzerland, organised and disciplined, equalised in the 67th minute through Dan Ndoye. And then came the moment that changed everything. Brill Embolo, Switzerland's striker, went down under a challenge from Lisandro Martinez and was adjudged by VAR to have been simulating. His second yellow card, red card, Switzerland down to 10 men with more than 50 minutes still to play. Still they fought. Still they held out. 1-1 heading into extra time. Then Julian Alvarez, 112th minute, curling shot, top right corner into the net. One of the goals of this entire tournament. Argentina 2, Switzerland 1. Lautaro Martinez sealed it late, 3-1. Messi had the assist for McAllister's opener, but was otherwise relatively quiet. It did not matter. Argentina have now gone 12 consecutive World Cup matches unbeaten. They are through to the semi-finals. Now, the match that football has been waiting for. England versus Argentina. Semi-final. Mercedes-Benz Stadium in Atlanta, Georgia. Wednesday, July 15th, local time. That is 5 a.m. AEST on Thursday, July 16th for Melbourne and Sydney viewers. Adelaide, 4:30 a.m. Perth, 3 a.m. Watch it live and free on SBS and SBS On Demand. Here is everything that makes this match extraordinary. Argentina 1986, Maradona's Hand of God. One of the most controversial moments in the history of sport. England eliminated, Argentina champions. 40 years later, the wound is still raw for every English football fan. England have not won the World Cup since 1966. 60 years. Every tournament since. A story of heartbreak and near misses, penalties, dramatic exits, one moment away from glory, every single time. And now they are 90 minutes from a World Cup final. With Bellingham in the form of his life, with Kane finally delivering at a tournament, with a squad that has shown character, resilience, and quality at every step. On the other side, Lionel Messi, 39 years old, arguably the greatest player who has ever lived, playing in what is almost certainly the final World Cup of his career, with 9 goal contributions already. Leading Argentina toward a second consecutive world title, something no nation has achieved since Brazil in 1970. This is not just a football match. This is history. This is 60 years against back-to-back champions. My prediction? Argentina won. England won after 90 minutes. England win on penalties. Bellingham scores the decisive kick. And finally, 60 years of hurt ends in Atlanta. But I have been wrong before at this tournament, and Argentina, who have survived drama at every single stage, always find a way. What is your prediction for England versus Argentina? Drop it in the comments right now. I am replying to every single one today. Subscribe and hit the bell. The Football Desk is here every day until the final on July 19th. See you tomorrow.